Hey, it's Peanut Butter from the Showgram. I'm here with Roxy, our web girl, streaming live with G105 in Raleigh. I'm here with Tyler Hilton. His new album is out, Forget the Storm. He'll be performing tonight at the Berkeley in downtown Raleigh. You might also know him as Chris Keller from One Tree Hill. He played Elvis in Walk the Line, and he also starred as Taylor Swift's love interest in Teardrops on Your Guitar. But we'll get to all that. But first, what happened on the way over here? Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, well, I'm super late hanging out with you guys because I was going really fast in a speed trap zone and almost got arrested. But instead, I got a court date where I have to come back to North Carolina. I got pulled over, and a ticket that I can only imagine is so expensive they didn't put the price on it. I was like, "How much is this going to cost?" She was like, "You just got to show up at court." And I was like, "Oh no."
Can we stream live then too from court?
You should.
Yeah, let's do it.
Live court watch.
Awesome. So this is your first album in 7.5 years. Is that right?
Yeah.
Your first full
Yeah, my first
album?
full record in that long, yeah.
What kept you out of the studio?
I was in the studio the whole time. I just kept making records and just scrapping them. And then I was on a label for a while that everyone that I'd started making records with, they all got fired. I'm sure like a lot of people hear this story. You hear it a lot now. And the whole label kind of changed hands. And all of a sudden I didn't know anybody. And I didn't know, it was just different kind of people to work with. And I didn't dig it as much. So eventually I just kind of left. And as soon as I left, I got really inspired again and wrote all these songs really quick and put out the record. It just happened really fast. So sometimes you just need to be in the right situation. I literally made a record and scrapped it and couldn't get it right for all those years. I think I made it 6 different times with maybe 5 different producers. And I just couldn't get it. But this one, it's like like they say when it's good when it's easy, and this was just easy. It was. I didn't even think about it, and it happened.
Yeah, I love the song "You'll Ask for Me." I think that's an amazing song.
Thanks.
It's so great. And your first single is "Prince of Nothing Charming." Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that based on something true? Because I heard it and it sounds like it's kind of dark a little bit.
Well, I was thinking, my girlfriend, I feel like, is probably puts up with more than any girl should, and I feel like I've written a lot of love songs from that from that perspective. And I thought, I should write a song about what it's really like to date me, and so I just kind of made this song all about like my flaws and stuff, and kind of what a lucky dude I am to end up with a hot girl anyway, despite them all. It's just so weird, like you think back on some of the dumb things you're doing. You're like, I can't believe someone's still with me. But that's what Prince of Nothing Charming's about.
Yeah. And you're obviously a great songwriter, but is there one song that you just go, man, I wish I would have written that song? I'm sure there's tons, but is there one song that it kills you that you didn't write that song?
Yeah, it's Call Me Maybe, Carly Rae Jepsen. That's the song right there. It's the song that got away,
Okay.
It was out there for any of us to write, and someone did, and it wasn't me. And I will beat that person up when I meet him. No, I don't know. I love this song I covered, Missing You, for a One Tree Hill soundtrack. I love that tune.
The scene where Nathan and Haley get back together on the hood of the car during the rain. Big fan. Big fan.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. And Eminem's "Lose Yourself." That would be cool to write that too. No, I mean, yeah, but "Missing You," a song like that, I'm always like, man, I would have loved to have written that song.
Yeah. Will you be singing any songs today from your new album?
Yeah, I'll sing Prince of Nothing Charming actually for you guys now.
Okay, awesome.
Now that we're talking about it. Here comes the part where you say, I don't understand you, yeah. And all those little things I never get right. You talk and talk, but all that chit-chat stuck in lipstick, and it's driving me crazy, baby. And I got nothing when you smile like Mona Lisa, 'cause I need you tonight. If walls could talk, I'd be the Prince of Nothing Charming, and it's driving you crazy, baby. Oh, you love like you want in a fight, like you need it tonight. Baby, it's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night, and yeah, you're starting a fire. It's like you don't know, baby, you're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. It's 10 to midnight and this cheap champagne is wearing off. She's tearing off her dress. God, I'm such a mess. And in the dark, she's taking shots at my heart. She's got it to an art, and this is how I fall apart. Will you love like you want in a fight, like you need it tonight? And baby, it's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night. Yeah, you're starting a fire. It's like you don't know, baby, you're beautiful. Girl, you got soul, and I don't mind that you go a little crazy. It's that passion I dig, baby, yeah. The world won't see your glow, but you're the last one to know. Baby, you're beautiful, yeah. Well, here comes the part where only you can understand me, like cigarettes and candy, baby, baby. Oh, you love like you want in a fight, like you need it tonight. Baby, it's beautiful. Oh, you scream like a gun in the night. And yeah, you're starting a fire. It's like you don't know, baby, you're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. Baby, you're beautiful. You're beautiful, yeah. Well, it's 10 to midnight and this cheap champagne is wearing off. It's time that I confess, God, I'm such a mess. Thank you.
So on this album, did you work with any other artists or any artists influence this album, or in general, just what artists inspire you, influence you?
Well, for this record, it was weird. For this record, what I really did is I listened to a lot of different kinds of music, and I think on the records that I tried to make in the past, I really tried to go in a certain direction or be more specific about what I wanted. And after working so hard on a record that never came out for 6 years, I decided to do what I call Tyler time, where I was like, all right, whatever I dig, I'm going to do. And if it doesn't work, whatever, because I was just trying too hard to make something that I thought other people would dig. And so I literally just like, wrote any song I wanted. And then I didn't even think about whether people would dig it or not, and I put whatever songs I wanted on the record, because I thought, okay, I've toured so much in the past that I know this time when I tour, I'm gonna have to sing these songs for the next 2 years all around the world, and I just want to have a good time, and I'd like to work as little as possible, just do what I want, and so. The long story short is I don't know who I was listening to at the time I was making this record, but I literally just kept listening to myself more than anything. If I wanted to go in a weird direction, I kind of allowed myself to go there. And then the other two things that I surrounded myself with two people in particular that really inspire me. One was my guitar player, this guy named Steve Miller, actually. And I was writing a lot of songs with him, and I love the sound that we were getting together on the road. It was like kind of Tom Petty-ish, and it felt good and roots rock and roll, and kind of my family played and what I kind of listened to growing up. And then our mutual friend David Hodges was in this band Evanescence for a while, and he and I were writing a lot together, and the three of us were writing a lot together. And at the point where things were feeling really hard, I just would go hang out with them and things were really easy. So I thought, man, why don't we just hang out? We love hanging out anyway. Let's keep writing these songs together. And if we can make a record out of this, I'll put it out. Let's do it. I don't want to ask permission. And so we just did it. It was so unpro. Like you think you should ask people permission or something now, and it just felt like we were like made it in a treehouse or something. It felt like a little club we had. And then we made this record that's like my favorite thing I've ever put out. And so I think kind of getting to play off them and having them, inspire me was kind of the main thing. And then actually the third person is there's this new artist named Elizabeth Hewitt that I was singing with, and she is Taylor Swift's background singer. And so we were writing together a bunch too. And so I had her come on the record and sing, and she was kind of in our scene and writing with us. And I thought she sounded great. So I had her sing on the record.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So that kind of plays into what Audrey asked us on Twitter. Out of all the songs you've ever written, which one are you most proud of, or which is your favorite and why?
Man, I don't know. I think on this record, I love You'll Ask For Me. I know you said you like that one. I really like that song. There's some songs that every time I play them, they just kind of just make me feel a certain kind of good, and that one really does. I love a song on my record called Loaded Gun. I love playing that. They're kind of different moods that I get to slip into, and they're really fun to play live. I think on this record, those two are probably my favorite. And then there's something about Prince and Nothing Charming that makes me kind of so shy and embarrassed every time I sing it, because I can't believe like I said it, you know what I mean? Like I said some of those things in it. So that's kind of the bravest song for me to sing,
And
I'm the most proud of myself for being that honest in that song.
And speaking of Twitter, our Twitter has been blowing up. Do you know that you have crazy Twitter followers in Malaysia? Which, by the way,
What's up, Malaysia?
It's 3 a.m. over there, so they stayed up for this. We have
All right.
questions from France. We're not sure what they're saying, but they seem excited.
Okay.
And you obviously have a huge following in North Carolina because of One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
And so do you feel a special connection to the fans in North Carolina? Is it more intense? Is it like coming home a little bit?
Yeah, it's like playing in California or Tennessee or New York, or any of the places I've lived before, because I spent so much time in Wilmington while we did the show, and then sometimes I would just hang out in Wilmington even when I wasn't filming the show, because I like that town so much. So there's something about North Carolina that I just really dig. And then while I was filming the show, I did tons of dates in Raleigh, Charlotte. I just kept doing dates while I was filming because I could get away on a weekend and do it and come back. So I spent most of last year here. So it kind of feels nice to come back and hang.
What's your favorite thing to do or favorite place to eat in Raleigh?
I haven't got to hang out in Raleigh that much. I just play the gigs and I go, which is terrible. I need to so what I will go ahead and say is I'm open to doing whatever, but I definitely need some suggestions on some fun Raleigh things to do. Because tour ends up being you show up at the bar, you hang out at the bar, and then you leave the bar after the show, and sometimes I don't get to see as much as I want to. But
okay, well we'll be at Oryx tonight in downtown Raleigh. It's just it's a cool club. So
club?
Yeah, you're welcome to join.
Sweet. Are they going to be playing Call Me Maybe there?
Maybe.
Okay, then I'll be there.
Do you want to play another song for us and then talk about One Tree Hill?
Yeah. Well, I want to say too that all the international fans that are out there, especially I'm stoked that you guys are on this chat and hanging. This will be the first year I'm actually touring internationally. I'm going to UK and Europe, and we're working on dates in Southeast Asia and working on maybe some stuff in South Africa, and we're just going all over. So I'm doing my best to get out there anyway. Okay, so this is a Loaded Gun here. Wheels running fast down the 118. Never kisses sweeter with some nicotine. And a little white lightning underneath my seat, oh yeah. Sun's going down like a sinking stone. The dog's barking in the distance. Someone throw him a bone. You got that look on your face like something's gonna go wrong. Oh yeah. But you're looking so good in that cotton dress. There's just no telling what I'll do next. But one thing's for sure, it'll sure be fun. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. I'm a moving target, baby. No one's gotten through me yet. But it's worth a shot. It'll be something that you won't forget. Well, I got 'em lined up a crying from Georgia to Texas. But to learn to swim, you gotta wanna get wet. There's no turning back once I'm ready to run. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. Well, load me. Well, squeeze me. Yeah, cock me. Well, shoot me. Yeah, load me. Well, squeeze me. Well, cock me. Yeah. Oh, shoot me, sugar. I'm a moving target, baby. No one's gotten through me yet. But it's worth a shot. It'll be something that you won't forget or regret. Well, I'm gonna be your next tattoo. After all the things I'ma do to you, now I don't have to round the bases, cause I hit home runs. Sugar, stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. Stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun. Here it comes now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, stay away from my trigger, I'm a loaded gun.
And you sang that song on the season finale or the
Yep.
series finale of One Tree
Yep.
One Tree Hill. So let's talk about One Tree Hill for a little bit. We're all huge fans of that show.
Cool.
Chris Keller, the best way I can describe him is
The
lovable,
coolest, nicest guy ever.
lovable douchebag is what I was gonna say. But all I can imagine is because I was very, very, very upset with you when you broke up Nathan and Haley's marriage, and all I can imagine is girls just throwing things at you in the mall. But then you come to be this loved character, and everyone's screaming for you to come back. Can you talk about that for a little bit and how that was?
Well, it's funny because I came on the show. They'd written this part for a guy to work in this record store, and they were looking for a musician to come on and play some songs from their album, and it was going to be like a 2-episode cameo. And they just happened to like the song "Glad" that I had on my record, and so they had me come on, and it was going to be a fun little cameo, and then move on. And I remember thinking, God, this character is like such a dick. Like, I hope people don't, whatever. It's only 2 episodes. It's no big deal. So then when I got to Wilmington, started filming this, the only other acting I'd done at that time was Elvis in Walk the Line. And I didn't really know how it would be to be on a TV show with kind of a family that had already been established. And when I got there, I made really fast friends with the cast. We just got along really well. We're still really good friends. And I loved the town. And I was like, shoot, I really don't want to leave. I kind of want to keep doing this. And they really wanted me to play some other songs for my record on the show. So they agreed to keep writing me on. And it just kind of developed into this thing that kind of kept going on the show. I always thought every episode I did was going to be my last one. I never thought they'd continue on, let alone be in the entire 9th season and be shooting guns and like be helping people. And if you would have told me in season 2 that I'd be in season 9 of One Tree Hill playing Chris Keller, I'd be like, no way. But they just like, I just had fun doing it, and they always just kind of let me play my songs on the show, which I thought was so cool. So I don't know. I'm shocked that Chris Keller kind of had a arc and ended up being a nice guy at the end. I don't know until I read the scripts, but I'm like, oh geez. Every time I read my lines, I'm like, oh my God.
He seems to have a lot of confidence, and
He sure does.
he seems to not get like he doesn't mind that he gets shot down by the ladies. But
No, he doesn't.
are you a ladies' man? I know you said you had a girlfriend, but before that,
I
did you
mean,
get all the ladies? Are you smooth like him?
No.
No.
I mean, it's funny because sometimes we'd be filming the scenes, and like Sophia Bush said once this season, she's like, it's so creepy doing these scenes with you because I don't know why. It kind of worries me that I can do it, but like, I think I'm a pretty normal dude. And then for some reason, when I start reading these lines, I love going so creepy with them because it's just so fun to do. And she's like, I just can't look you straight in the eye because it creeps me out too much. We're filming these scenes. But I don't know how or why I ended up liking doing such a creepy dude. I don't feel like I'm that way, but it's really fun though.
So you've had some embarrassing moments when you were filming. Claire wants to know what's been your most embarrassing moment, either while you're on tour or just in general.
And what happened on set? We did some. God, I'm trying to think of the most embarrassing. Oh, well, okay. So this isn't super embarrassing, but this is probably my favorite moment of the season, prank wise and practical joke wise. In the last episode of the show, now I can finally talk about it because it's aired. There's a scene where I'm like showing this really nice guitar, and I call it Haley James, and it's like this exact replica. And in real life, it's a really nice guitar, thousands and thousands of dollars this thing cost. And the creator of the show wanted to keep taking it home with him, so he's like, be very, very careful with this guitar. So during one of the takes of the scenes, the prop department, they made an exact replica of the guitar, but in like balsa wood, like fake. And in the middle of the scene, I was like, "Oh my God, you found Haley James or whatever." And he's like, "You named your guitar after my wife?" And I was like, "Well, you know what? Forget it then." And I just started smashing the guitar on the set, and the creator came out and he was like, and we got video of the whole thing. He was so freaked out, and then obviously it was a joke, but it was pretty funny to do because he was flipped out. He didn't know what happened.
I have one more question for you. So I'm a big fan. Like I said, I took a tour of the set one time, and I'll admit that I stole Brooke and Julian's toothpaste. Yes, I did.
What do you mean?
I stole their toothpaste in their bathroom in their set.
On the set?
Yeah, you weren't filming, but I stole the toothpaste. Yes, it's out now. It was Crest.
They've been looking for that toothpaste for like 8 months, by the way.
I hope it wasn't I hope it wasn't key to the scene.
We were gonna go a 10th season, but we just don't have the budget because we're short a tube of damn toothpaste. So thank you for that.
But I was gonna ask you, did you steal anything or take anything as kind of memorabilia for your time on the show?
I took my glasses. I took like most of my wardrobe. Oh, actually, it's funny. I think this shirt I realized today it says Chris Keller on the tag. So I think
No way.
I stole a lot of my wardrobe because just I got like. We all took something, but the main thing I wanted was the Chris Keller glasses from the season because I wore them a lot and I dug them. Yeah.
Awesome. Do you want to do another song for us?
Yeah.
One more?
Okay. Let me see. All right. We can't stop now. We've come too far. There's a light up ahead, but it's not where we are. And I'm no good at being on my own. Well, together we're worse off than being alone. It's hard to face, but we can't go on like this. Can't you see us burning down? And all it takes is everything we've got. But somehow we can't stop. Well, we can't stop now. We're as good as gone. Yeah, we pulled apart what used to belong. And fortune finds those who wait. Yeah, we knew what we had, we just got it too late. It's hard to face, but we can't go on like this. Can't you see us burning down? And all it takes is everything we've got. But somehow we can't stop. We can't stop. We can't stop. Oh, yeah, oh, and it's hard to face, but we can't go on like this. Can't you see us burning down? All it takes is everything we've got. Somehow we can't stop. Well, we can't stop now. We've come too far. There's a light up ahead, but it's not where we are. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Um,
Peanut butter, right?
Yes, yes, it is. That's my real name too. Um, that was Tyler Hilton. His new album.
Nut butter. That's my last name.
His new album is out. Forget the Storm, available on iTunes and stores everywhere. He will be performing tonight at the Berkeley in downtown Raleigh. And tell people where they can find more music, more information about you, Twitter, all that stuff.
Yep, I'm at Tyler Hilton on Twitter, and TylerHilton.com is all my tour dates, and I'm on Facebook. I think it's just /Tyler Hilton, and you can get the record on iTunes worldwide. I think it's in every iTunes store worldwide. So if anyone's listening in Cambodia or something, I think we're in the iTunes store there too.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, guys.